We're back. It's Friday morning. It's a super sunny, lovely Friday morning. I'm going to make my picture a little bigger because I can't see you. There we go. That's better. If you didn't get outside yesterday, get outside today. If you did get outside yesterday, get outside today. Morning. Guys are starting to pop up. So I switched back to my laptop. I go back and forth, but my phone seems to be having a little more connectivity issue. Hey, Tanya. So hopefully the acoustics are okay, because my phone has better sound, but my laptop seems to connect better. Maybe someday I should probably upgrade my phone. But that's not happening today. So I miss you too, Jamie. Enjoy Florida. Somebody was smart. Somebody took off to Florida before we were all quarantined at home. She can still do yoga. Hey, Kelly. If I don't say hi, it's because I can't see your name, but I'm still saying hi to all of you. All right, so today we're going to work on forearm balance, and if you don't like or do forearm balance, I'm going to give you some options too, because there's a lot that we can do in place of it that still is going to be a really good workout, and it's going to really help with especially that upper back strength, because that's what we use to hold ourselves steady in forearm balance. So I already uploaded the playlist for today. If you're flowing along, I'll have it playing, but it's going to be very, very quiet. So what happens is if it's too loud, then we get muted, and that's just not going to work. So I don't want anyone to be missing out on my wonderful voice and just watching a video without sound. So if you're playing with the music, you've got that. If you want to add your own music in, that would be fine too. It really doesn't matter. You won't be able to probably hear mine at all in the background. On that note, take a few breaths to figure out where you want to start. And then it could be on your back. It could be child's pose. I already gave you a little bit of a tip. We're going to be doing forearm balance today, so don't be scared. We're going to do a warm-up flow, then we're going to workshop it, and then we're going to do a flow with that, or whatever you want to add in. I'm a big fan of changing things up and doing your own. So you're always free to do that whether I can see you or not. So wherever you end up in your starting place, start to be soft there. You could be sitting up against a wall, right? That straight spine that we talk about in our meditative seat, you can use support to get there if you need it, especially at home. You could be on your back. You could have yourself in child's pose. Or any other place you need to be. And think about bringing your attention to everything that is present to you right now. The first thing you're going to notice is your body. Because if you have pain, oh, there it is, or you have tightness or discomfort, don't get too attached to it, but we notice that those are the things. And then we can take that awareness internally to our anxiety level, to our nervousness or our fidgety agitation level, a little more angry than normal maybe, a little more short-tempered. There's a lot that we're coping with. Right? So you have all of this going on. But we also have a lot that is good. Go outside. Not right now, later on. The sun is still warm. The birds are still there. You can take a walk. It's just the same as any other walk. Flowers are going to start blooming soon. Everything out there is starting to wake up, and that constant is constant, just like your constant is constant. Whatever we need to walk through, we just walk. And you're strong enough to do it. So tap into that little piece of you at the base. It's underneath all the stuff you're worried about. It's underneath all the uncomfortable feelings. And in order to get down through there, this is the part we don't like. So we have to sit with the pieces that we don't want to sit with. We have to feel anxiety. We have to feel agitation. We have to feel uncertain, nervous, vulnerable. And as we sit with that feeling for long enough, it drops through. And underneath it is that light and that strength and that hope, all of that stuff. We don't get there by pretending things aren't hard. We get there by knowing they are, but also knowing who we are under it. So do your best. Take the next hour. We're going to work from that space. It doesn't mean you can do all the poses. If you could do all the poses, then you should probably be teaching, and I will do what you want me to do so I can learn your yoga. But it's not about that. It's just about being you, being present to you. Transitioning to a deeper diaphragmatic breath when it's time to do that. So lifting the pelvic floor, lifting the navel. When you do that, I'm going to show you from the side. You're probably not watching, but sometime you'll be watching later. You go from, even when I'm sitting straight up, when I lift the pelvic floor and the navel, instantly there's a lengthening in the body, right? And so in your seat or on your back, you're going to feel that lengthening in the body. It's a natural lift of the chest. And that's what we're talking about in that lifted chest. We're not talking about pushing the chest out. We're talking about really engaging through the midsection. So lift the pelvic floor, lift the navel, use your breath, use your diaphragm, pull air in, squeeze it out. You should feel your rib cage pulling open and squeezing closed. Take the next 10 breaths to set an intention, to bring yourself to a little bit more of a calmer state if that's what you need to. Maybe to amp up if you're really tired and you did not sleep well. And get yourself to hands and knees. I'm going to start my playlist. And you, when you get to hands and knees, are going to start some cats and some cows. There's no rush to get there. And I'll meet you there. All right. So you probably have another 4 or 5 breaths until you get to your hands and knees. From your hands and knees, you're going to put the hands under the shoulders. You're going to have the knees under the hips. The tops of your feet are pressing down into the mat. And it's those inhales to look up, to drop the belly. Exhales to round in, tailbone scoops under. Inhales, look up. Exhales, look in. Keep going. See if you can start to play with that spinal ripple, moving one vertebrae at a time. So maybe we start on the inhale with the tailbone and we gradually inhale to lift. And the last piece to move is the crown of the head. And as you exhale, the tailbone curls under first. And the last piece to move is the head. So we get more of a ripple through the spine instead of just lifting and lowering from the center. It's a little bit different. And we're going to warm up the upper body too. So we're going to warm up the spine, the shoulders. So maybe add in, as you inhale, looking over that right shoulder. And then looking over the left. Sending yourself back to child's pose on an exhale and come up onto the fingertips. And walk your fingertips out. Getting a little bit more length in the spine. Take a few breaths. You might feel it in your armpits. And then on an inhale, we're going to ripple up. Planting the hands down. Back to hands and knees. Lift that right arm up. Make a big, big circle as you exhale, moving to that front. Inhaling up the back, and then take a circle to the back. Exhaling to that back. Inhaling up the front. And then from here, we're going to slide that right hand underneath. Just a few breaths in that threaded needle. You can take that left hand out, up overhead. You can come back around your back. And then on an inhale, we lift that left arm up. We set it down underneath the left shoulder. The right arm is going to lift. Give it a stretch, and as you exhale, that hand is going to come down, and we'll inhale the left arm up. Give it an inhale. Exhale, slide it under. Oh, we forgot to do the circles. We'll do them when we come out. Right arm can come out overhead. Wrap around your back. And then we inhale that right hand up. We exhale, set it down. Inhale this left arm up. Make those big circles that we forgot. Exhale to the front. Inhale up the back. And then exhale to the back. Inhale up the front. Hands and knees. Curl the toes under. Pedal the feet. Bend the right knee, bend the left. Walk your dog. Take your right hand, reach underneath, grab for that left calf, and pull yourself in. And then bring the right hand down. Do that same thing with the left. So that left hand reaches under, grabs for that right calf, and pulls you in. And then both hands come up, pressing down with the thumb and the first finger. The heels draw down, still lifting pelvic floor, navel. Step your feet wide at the back of your mat, maybe all the way off if that's wide enough. If it's too wide, heel toe them back to the edges of your mat. Exhale, walk your hands back. Take your left hand. Grab for the right foot, right ankle, plant it down on the mat, whatever you want to do, and the left arm or the right arm is going to lift. And then exhale, that right hand is going to come over toward that left foot, and inhale, the left lifts. And then as you exhale, we bring both hands down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold and hang. Soft bend in the knees. Maybe you grab opposite elbows. Taking a few breaths. And then inhale, halfway up. Walk your hands forward. Find that wide-legged downward facing dog. Left foot is going to step into the center of the mat. Inhale, the right leg lifts. Give that a nice bend, twist open. Rolling the ankle. Maybe we fan the toes. Maybe we shake the leg up. As you exhale, we're going to step that right foot up between your hands. Pivot and plant the back foot. It's Warrior A. So we're going to lift up. Now, it's our first Warrior A. So it's probably not going to be the most solid. We're going to set it up because I like to workshop things. So I want to have my front knee over my front ankle, and I want to really be pushing in with this pinky toe edge of my back foot. I have an even amount of weight in both feet. Most of us, when we come here, we don't realize it, but we're leaning into the front leg too much, and there's a little bit of a softening of that back. So when I push in with my back leg, that back pinky toe, that back leg gets really straight and strong, but I still have this forward lean, right? So then I have to bring my tailbone down. And as I do those two things, I end up in my Warrior A, and it's balanced between both feet. So from here, if I take my hands and I bring them down, my weight does not shift forward. My weight is right here, right in the center. And bring my fingertips down, and I'm still even in both feet. And when I inhale and lift up, I'm not pushing off with the front foot, right? So there's a difference between that, this one, that I'm doing without pushing off, And what a lot of us do with this subtle lunge is, this is not what we want to do. We don't want to actually move here. So try that again. Exhale, bring the hands down, not shifting the weight at all. Inhale to lift. This time when you bring those hands down, step the back foot up. And we're in our Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold and hang. Same soft bend in the knees. Maybe we grab opposite elbows. Maybe the arms dangle. Deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, side out. Inhale, rise up. Bring the arms with you up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to inhale to lift. And then it's a side bend to the right. Any version you want, that right hand can come down to your side, or it can grab the left wrist and pull it over. Take a full breath the first time we're here. And then inhale, center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale to lift. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, halfway up. As you exhale, plant the hands, step your feet back, find your high plank. You can have high plank on our knees too. Index fingers point forward, chest is, or the hands are right under the shoulders. And then as you take an exhale, you're gonna rock forward so your chest is over your thumbs and lower down. Inhale, pull the chest forward for your up dog. Exhale to a downward face. And lift that left leg. Inhale, the left leg lifts, give it that bend, twist open. On an exhale, we step it up between the hands, pivot and plant the back foot. And we're gonna set it up on this side too. So really push in with the pinky toe edge, pull the tailbone down. So when the hands lift up, we're straight up and down with that upper body, right? And we have this front knee right over that front ankle, and the weight is even in both feet. As you exhale, we bring the hands down, but don't let your weight shift forward. Inhale, lift up. Do it again. Exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale to lift. So if you feel like you're pushing off with that front foot, try not to do that. Keep your pinky toe edge of that foot dug in hard. Exhale, last time, lower the hands down. Now step that foot back up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. As you inhale, we're going to lift. Side bend right. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale to lift. Fold it in. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, step or float your feet back. Take your half vinyasa. Take a couple of breaths. So that's our first flow. Starts at the back. Stepping the feet wide, walking the hands back. Left hand grabs the right ankle, spin the right arm open. Exhale to lower, inhale the left open. Exhale to lower, inhale halfway up this time. Really engage pelvic floor and navel. You're looking between your thumbs. So we should be straight. And if we're scooped and rounded, we're not lifting at pelvic floor and navel. That's holding you up. Bring your hands down, walk them forward. Left foot steps on, right leg lifts. Bend, twist, open. Exhale, step it up. Warrior A. Exhale, bring those hands down. Inhale, lift. Where's your weight? Are you pushing in with the pinky toe edge of your back foot? Exhale, the hands come down. Inhale to lift. One more time. As we exhale and bring the hands down, we step the back foot up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale to lift. Side bend right. Inhale, center, left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant the hand, step or float it back, half vinyasa. We'll be on the left, so when you get back to downward facing dog, the inhale lifts the left leg, bend, twist open. Exhale, step it up. Warrior A, dig in with the pinky toe edge of your back foot. Exhale, bring the hands down. Don't shift the weight. Inhale, lift up. So you're rooting and rising right through your pelvis. You're not even pushing in with either foot, really. You're right between them. That third time, step the back foot up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Rise up. Hands to heart. Inhale to lift. Side bend to each side. Could be the same version. You could take a different version every time you come through. Fold it in. Half lift and a half vinyasa. Starting over with the back. We'll step the feet wide. Maybe you want a couple of extra breaths in that wide-legged downward facing dog. Walk the hands back. Left hand, right ankle, lift and open. Exhale to lower, inhale that left open. Lower it down, halfway up. Take a breath. And then bring the hands down. Step the left foot into the center, right leg lift, bend, twist open. Step it up, warrior A. 3 times. Bring the hands down and lift up, keeping yourself engaged right through the center. That third time, step it up to the front. Rise up. Hands to heart. Side bend to each side. When you fold it in, inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, half vinyasa. Left leg lifts. Bend, twist open. Step it up. Warrior A. Bring the hands down. Inhale to lift. Do it again. One more time, and this time we come to the front. So we set the hands down and we step the back foot up. Half lift and fold in. Inhale, rise up. Hands to heart. Inhale to lift. Side bend right and left. Finishing that last time through with that half vinyasa. One time on your own. I won't be cueing, I'll be flowing though. So do what you remember. Leave the rest out. Just one time to each side. Stepping the feet wide, starting at the back of the mat. And then onto the right side. And when you finish that left side, we'll meet up in child's pose. If you don't like child's pose, anywhere else you want to be. Not for too long. That's stuff on my neck. Just enough time to collect your breath. To come back to that place of presence, of awareness of what's different between this time and that first time, which was what, 15 minutes ago? Sometimes we can see some pretty big changes in that. Not a very long a period. Right? So when you're ready, you're going to start lifting yourself up. We're going to workshop forearm balance. Yay! Tanya's not here to show you. She's really sad about that, I can tell. I already know because we share a brain. It's true. Anyway, forearm balance, we think about being literally about arms. It is. But what it's really about is this space right here, right there. So if you come to your hands and knees, I'm going to show you why. And I'll show you first what it's supposed to be, which it's supposed to be more like this, right? Where I'm strong and I'm sturdy and the breeze isn't going to blow me over. And what we see a lot is more like this. There's and where people can't get the legs to come up and they land hard, right? Like there's nothing holding. What that is, if you come to your hands and knees, it's so much easier to show people in person. Come to your cow pose. Take an inhale, drop the belly, right? Feel your shoulders. And take an exhale, go to cat pose, and push up through those shoulder blades. Feel the difference? Right? We don't want to be on our forearms in a cow pose. Right? You want to be in a cat pose. And pushing this part up. So come back to your hands and knees, and we're going to play with the shoulders. And those of you that think forearm balance is impossible and there's no way I'll ever get that, this is going to be step one. You don't ever have to get a forearm balance. The shoulder strength is always good. So take your inhale and squeeze the shoulder blades together, pulling your chest down toward the mat. Don't ripple your spine. Exhale, pull the shoulder blades apart, and think about activating the pecs, scooping the armpits toward each other. Do that again. Inhale, drop the shoulders, squeeze the shoulder blades together, drop the chest. Exhale, pull the armpits toward each other and push up through that upper back. Keep going. Inhales, exhales. It's not a big movement, but if you're really doing it fully, it's going to get hard after not too many reps, right? There's a big difference, though, between the strength in this one and the strength in this one. So come down to your forearms. Think about dropping that chest down now. And now think about pushing it up. That push up, push in with the elbows, push in with the forearms. Curl your toes under. This is your dolphin. It's not here. We're not dropping the chest. We're pushing in with the elbows, and we're pushing that middle of the upper back toward the ceiling. Then when you lift, you have a solid base. If you don't have it solid here, there's nothing to hold you on. It would be like trying to stand in a hammock, right? So if I've got a softening through the shoulders here and I try to lift up, it's a hammock as opposed to standing on something solid. I would say 75% of the time when somebody's not getting forearm balance, that's why, because it's not so much about the hand. For some people, it's the hand placement where they're looking in the wrong place or their back isn't strong enough. But most of the time, it's actually that upper back. That's what I see. So when we're playing, and I'm going to have a spot in this next flow to add that in, you don't have to do forearm balance. You can come back to these. You can come down to your dolphin. You can come to a forearm plank. But whatever you're doing, I want you to make sure that you're pushing with that upper back. For those of you who are working on your forearm balance, one of the other reasons that's important is if I lift up here because everybody's afraid of falling over from this one because you feel like you're going to break your neck. If I'm pushing the mat away from me far enough, I have plenty of room to go over. And it's not scary. It's a somersault, right? And if you can do that somersault motion, you're going to have enough room to get your head under. Now, if you're soggy through the shoulders, there's no room here, right? That's where your head ends up too low. If there's any question that you think, I don't have this and I want to start working that strength from that, what you really should be doing is keeping one foot down and pushing up and starting that lift. You can do it with a wall here, right? So that if I kicked over, if I'm at all nervous that I don't have the clearance, it doesn't matter. Now I can bring my feet here and I can check, do I have the clearance? Right? So this isn't a pose you learn in 5 minutes. It's a pose you build. Some of our balance poses are just mechanics, and like if I get my hand in the right spot, I can counterweight my balance and I'll get there. This one needs a different kind of strength than we usually have, and it's this back here. So if you're not getting it, that's normal. It's going to start at the bottom, we build up. Even for those of you who have a forearm practice, you may not want to do forearm balance every time you come through because it's going to get hard, right? So moderate, do what you need to do. Good, turn that down. You don't want to be muted. All right, so we're going to come back to hands and knees. And just take a couple of regular cats and regular cows. Linking back in with your ujjayi breath because you probably left it. You want to get in the habit, though, of keeping the pelvic floor and the navel engaged, even when we're workshopping things, because that's this muscle. You need that. It has to stabilize you. Even if you have to let go of that breath because you need to talk or whatever, you can still use those other two. So come back to all 3 bandhas, lifting the pelvic floor, lifting the navel, restricting the throat. And then downward facing dog. And actually, we're going to start this one on our knees. So we're going to ripple forward, coming down to the knees, back to child's pose, just to set it up. Take that right hand back to the right heel and lift the left arm up. If you notice your half camel is aiming out toward the side, now pull that left shoulder down so we're lifted up toward the ceiling. And take an exhale and sweep the hand. That left hand comes to that left heel. And we inhale the right arm up, and we're in that half camel. And same thing, try dropping the right shoulder down. See if you can lift up toward the ceiling. Take an exhale, sweep it down. Do that again. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower, sweep across. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower, sweep across. One more time to each. And then we're going to come into a full camel. So lift up, hands to the small of the back. Lean back. You can move your hands below your glutes or you can grab your heels. It doesn't matter what you do. And then inhale to ripple up. Hands to heart center, curl the toes under. Shift back, Malasana. So my Malasana is not here. I'm going to take my triceps and push my knees apart. And I'm going to get my spine pretty straight. I'm going to take my left hand and plant it so I can open the right arm up and take that little bit of a twist. And I'm going to exhale to lower and lift that left arm up and take that twist over here. And when I come back, I'm going to lift my hips up and I'm going to have my quadriceps parallel to my mat. My chest is between my knees and the arms extend out. And I'm looking kind of over my thumbs. If it's easy, you're cheating, right? If we're up here, this is much easier than down here. We really want that belly between the knees. One more breath in. Straighten the knees and fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Walk the hands out. Keep that left foot planted. Right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee to the chest. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step it up. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Find your crescent. So push down with both feet. It's only the ball of that back foot, but I'm pushing in with my toes too. And if my heel is back too far, my toes don't engage. Right? Use your glutes. Exhale, dragonfly twist. The left hand comes down, the right hand lifts up. On an inhale, it's going to be sky archer. So we're going to lift up, straightening the front knee. Left hand can be pulling on that right wrist, or the left hand can be down. We're going to exhale to our revolved triangle. The left hand plants, and the right hand lifts. If this is way too edgy, you can bend the knee or you can hop that foot up a little bit. On an inhale, reverse revolve. We're going to lunge in. Tip back, that left arm comes up. Exhale, Trikonasana. Drop the back heel. Lean out. Tip over. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, drop down at the back, tiger lunge. For those of you who have been playing, you're not too far from 8 angle pose. Inhale, lift up. We did that last time, I think. Warrior B. Flip the palms up so the shoulders know where to go. Flip the palms back over. On your exhale, it's going to be standing splits. Both hands come down. Back a little bit. And we lift up that back leg. You're going to try to get your chest to your knee, the crown of the head toward the top of your foot. We don't have too much weight in the hands, maybe none at all, right? They're kind of just there to balance you if you need them. Inhale, lift up to half moon. Couple of breaths the first time we're here. Exhale, standing splits. Inhale, revolved half moon. Think about using your side body to lift you. Exhale back to standing splits. Inhale, airplane. This is where our forearm balance is going to come from. We're going to exhale to step that foot to the back. The hands come down. As we inhale, the right leg lifts up and we lower down to the forearm. So we're set up, right? We can either stay here, pushing in. We can bring both feet down, forearm plank. We can lift. Taking a few of those hops if we're not sure we're going to get that whole complete lift up. For those of you who are kind of in between, I don't know if I want to lift, I don't know if I'm strong enough, forehead taps. Bring your forehead down, pull it back up. And if you're strong enough to do those, you're strong enough to lift because that's harder. And then a half vinyasa when you're ready. And then it's going to be the left side. So we lift the left leg. And we knee to the chest. And inhale to lift. Knee to the chest. Inhale to lift. Step it up. Crescent. Set it up for a few breaths. The first time we're here. Dragonfly twist. Sky archer, we straighten the front knee. We bring that right hand up to grab the left wrist, or we let that right hand come down the leg. Revolved triangle. Right hand is going to plant inside the front foot. In a revolved triangle, we have the knee straight. We have both heels down, and the hips are relatively square. Inhale, reverse revolve. Come up onto the ball of the back foot. Right arm is up overhead. Exhale to Trikonasana. Straighten the front knee again. Arms in T. Lean, tip. Inhale, reverse it. Exhale, drop down, tiger lunge. Inhale, warrior B. Take a couple of breaths. Exhale, the hands come down, standing splits. Couple of breaths. The first time we're here, you know where we're going, don't go yet. Inhale, half moon. Trying to set it up. Where is that horizontal line? Exhale, come down. Inhale, revolve, half moon. Exhale, lower. Inhale, airplane. Exhale. Bring that foot down, bring the hands down. Inhale, the left leg comes up behind you. We lower down to the forearms and lift. One side can probably do it better than the other. Push in with the elbows. Your gaze is not looking back. It's lifted almost up between your thumbs. Not quite up between your thumbs. That would be weird. That would take that bend and put it too far forward. Half vinyasa when you're ready. So lots of options, right? You don't have to take that forearm balance every time you're here. There's a lot else you could do. Okay, down to the knees, hips to the heels, right hand grabs back, half camel on the right, lower down, sweep across. Inhale, half camel on the left. Do it again. Exhale, lower, inhale to lift. Exhale, lower, inhale, lift. One more time to each side. And then a full expression. Big inhale to lift to a neutral spine. Hands to heart center, curl the toes under. Malasana. Left hand plants, the right hand lifts. If you just want to chill in your Malasana, that's fine too. And we twist to both sides and we chill. And then we're going to lift up. Bring that trunk out. Index fingers point forward. Your gaze is up over the thumbs, and your chest and your belly are between your legs. One more big breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Walk the hands back. Left foot stays down. Right leg lifts. Exhale 3 times, knee to the chest. That 3rd time, step it up. Anjaneyasana. Dragonfly twist. Sky arch. Revolve triangle. Reverse revolve. Trikonasana. Reverse. Drop down, tiger lunge. Inhale, warrior B. Exhale, windmill the hands down, standing splits. Inhale, half moon. Exhale, standing splits. Think about using the side body to lift. Inhale to lift, don't lurch, be smooth. Exhale, lower. Inhale, half moon. Exhale, bring the hands and the foot down. Inhale, dolphin with that leg lifted. And lift, or play, or do whatever it is you want to do. And then take a half vinyasa when you're ready. And it's the left side. Left leg lifts, knee to the chest 3 times. Anjaneyasana. Dragonfly twist. Sky arch. Revolve triangle. Reverse revolve. Trikonasana. Reverse. Tiger lunge. Pressing off to that warrior B. And then standing split. Half moon. So in theory, if I'm keeping my weight balanced right over that standing leg, I'm just using my obliques and my core to lift and lower my upper body. It's less balanced, it's less wobbly when you think about it that way. And you keep your weight balanced and you're only moving your torso and your arms and your head. Half vinyasa when you're ready. Deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Ripple forward down to the knees. Back to child's pose. Right hand grabs the right heel. Left arm up. Exhale, sweep down. Inhale the left open. Take that 2 more times to each side. Watch the speed of your breath. If you go too fast, you run out of energy, especially when we're adding in balance poses. Finding your full expression. It may get deeper, it may not. And then we're going to inhale up. Curl the toes under. Malasana. At the back of the mat. Left hand, right lifts. Lower the right, the left lifts. Lower it, elephant trust. You know where it is. You should feel your quadriceps and your hip flexors when you're in that pose. And then take an exhale, straighten the knees and fold. It'll probably feel good. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, walk your hands. Left foot stays planted. The right leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Knee to the chest 3 times. Step it up, crescent. Dragonfly twist. Sky archer. Revolve triangle. Reverse revolve. Trikonasana. Reverse. Tiger lunge. Warrior V. Standing splits. Half moon. Lowering down, revolved half moon. Standing splits again, airplane. Step it back, forearm balance. You're getting tired of forearm balance, forearm plank, or dolphin. Half vinyasa. Left side, left leg lifts. Knee to the chest 3 times. Step it up. High lunge. Dragonfly twist. Sky archer. Revolve triangle. Reverse revolve. Trikonasana. Reverse. Tiger lunge. Warrior V. The hands come down, standing splits. Inhale, half moon. Exhale, lower. Inhale, revolve, half moon. Exhale, lower. Inhale, airplane. Exhale, the hands and the foot come down. And we lift the left leg up. And it's your choice. Do whatever you do. Half vinyasa when you're ready. One more time on your own. We start in on the knees in those camels. Half camels to a full camel. I'm not going to cue you. Do what you do. Add in, take out, change it up. It's 1 time to each side. Close your eyes. Just move. Feeling free to stop, to pause, to linger anywhere that feels good. When you finish, bring yourself to your seat. Uttta Konasana. Legs are going to be out wide. And just fold down the center. If you're still flowing, go ahead and keep flowing. If you gave up a long time ago, you've probably found something else to do by now. Gonna give it about 10 more breaths to meet here, maybe 15, maybe more. I don't count very well. Starting to let that breath slow down. And then we're going to inhale and lift up for those of you that are folded. And we're going to fold down to the right, not for too long. We're just going to kind of stretch out the arms. So we're going to bring that right hand inside and that left arm up. And what we're really trying to stretch this time is that left hand, getting up in here, that left arm, right? Getting through that left side body. You've done a lot of work with that upper half of you today. And then on an inhale, we're going to lift and we're going to take that to the other side. So the left hand comes down and that right arm comes up. And maybe that left hand goes across. But we're concentrating on opening up that right side. And then take an inhale. We're going to lift up, open the arms in T. Exhale, we're going to sweep that right arm underneath the left. Bend at the elbows. If you get the double wrap, fine. If not, a single wrap is okay too. Inhale to lift the elbows up. Hold them out there. Pull your elbows away from your face. And then as you exhale, pull yourself down, round in. Think about rounding, right? So we're reaching those elbows down, but we're not folding all the way in. We're rounding the back. I know we always tell you not to round it. Do it this time though. Inhale to lift. You're opening up all that we worked in the back. Open the arms up. This time it's the left elbow underneath. Single wrap or double. Pull the elbows out. And then as you exhale, we're going to round and you're going to pull those elbows down, but we're just rounding. And then you're going to inhale to lift yourself up. Bring the soles of your feet together in like a diamond shape. So they're not right up. And there's probably 18 inches between your pelvis and your heels. And bring your arms underneath your legs, underneath your knees, and then soften in. If this isn't ultra sensational, straighten the legs out. Or bring your hands behind you in your Karmasana. And then on an inhale, we're going to lift out, untangling yourself from however you were. Roll down onto your back. Plant your hands next to your hips. We're going to take one back bend. I'm going to recommend bridge only because we did a lot with the shoulders, but if you want wheel, you're welcome to take wheel. On an inhale, lift up for bridge. Shimmy your shoulders under you. Maybe your hands can come together. And really just open the front of the body. Couple more breaths. Exhale to lower down and hug the knees in. A gentle squeeze and a gentle rock side to side. Moving into candlestick or shoulder stand for not long. Don't have long break. But we have long enough. So candlestick for shoulder stand, the feet come overhead. You shimmy your shoulders under you. And then we lift up. Trying to make a vertical line, ankles to hips to shoulders. 5 breaths. So we're not going to be long at all. And those of you in candlestick can stay in candlestick or hug your knees in. If you're in plow pose or ear pressure pose, the knees come toward the forehead, the toes touch down, and the sits bones lift straight up. So we still have a relatively straight spine. We can bend the knees and bring them around the ears, or we can push out through those heels. And then we're going to roll back to candlestick, one vertebrae at a time. That was a bad example. Lowering down. From candlestick, fish pose. As the legs lower, lift your chest. Come up onto your forearms. Tip the crown of your head back. And then exhale to lower all the way down. The feet are long on your mat. Your arms are next to you with the palms up. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Do that again if you need to. 2, 3, 4 times. Deep breaths in through the nose, opening the mouth to release. And then a few minutes in your well-earned Shavasana. Sinking in and letting go of your practice. because it's in the letting go that we get all the goodness out of it. Bringing your attention back to your breath. Starting to wiggle fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. When you're ready, we take that long stretch, arms overhead, toes to the bottom of your mat. Deep breath in. Open your mouth, sigh it out, and hug your knees in. Give yourself one more squeeze. Rock and roll up to your seat at the front of your mat. Hands at heart center. And bow in. Enjoying all of that peace and strength that you uncovered. Lift your chin. Let that peace and strength shine out before you, lighting up your path in each and every step you take. Thank you so much for spending your morning here, there, here, or together when we're not, It was my honor to spend this morning with you. Namaste. Nice job, everybody. I mean, I can't see you, but I'm sure it was lovely. Send me pictures, send me questions. If you have any questions, forearm balance is really hard, so I don't expect you to have that in one try. But we take steps, right? And so if you're getting stuck, send me a video, send me some pictures, ask me a question. I'll do what I can to help you break it down. And we'll just do it this way until we can get back together and fine tune everything in person. So until I see you again, have a wonderful day. Get outside. Go enjoy the sunshine while we have it.